All right, so we are back, and let's just jump into these for today. Get these, these dailies out of the way. Maybe get a little bit more farming done before reset happens on here. Get those out of the way. Let's go see. And nothing special as usual. And still have nine days left on this ridiculousness. So I'm in a random exclusive trinket. And if I did this, I bet you $5 I'd get, I would just get another chalice with Arthur if I hit 60,000. Just watch. That's exactly how that would roll out on me. Well, so tomorrow's daily we'll actually have another chance at stuff. But let us actually need to come in here. Halfway done there, still slacking on that, but as you guys know, I've kind of taken a little bit of a break farming. Mentioned that a couple of times. You kind of get burnt out after a while with it, but needless to say, we'll eventually get back into it. Especially with how the end of the month updates and things like that possibly coming down the line with the game. Not to mention, we still don't know just yet if a new capture festival Astromon's going to appear. If they surprise us like they did with Halloween, because I don't think anyone expected them to actually change it up for once, but still glad that they did. New stuff is better than 4 years straight of the same thing over and over again. In certain regards, obviously, but that's just how it goes. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I did not read the Capture Festival, and there might, to be honest, there might not be one, but I don't think that's going to be the case just because we have literally only, 2 seasonal Astromon that they've brought out, consecutively. So it's not like, and that hasn't changed. So that's why I'm saying we'll have to see either this week or it'll be next week. It'll probably be next week if I'm thinking anything being announced for that. We already know what the Super Evolution with Saren is coming out on top of a couple other things, but in that same context, I don't remember reading the Capture Festival Astromon that was coming out, so that might be something they surprise us with. So we'll have to wait and see on that. Obviously for myself, since Halloween, just been recouping my Astro chips as best as I can, because that's the other nice thing is, for 15 days you get 5 chips, so that's 75 chips built back up for me. But yeah. And the countdown continues. Partly more this week. Again, going to be writing a little bit more of a script. I mentioned this for the video that I want to produce at the end of the year. I still have to wait because I'm going to wait for hatching everything, so I have that as on video. So it'll still be sometime at the end of sometime in January. You can expect that video to come out, and trying to get the word out to have people watch that video. And I will probably, just to get my thoughts out there, we might as well just do this right now since I'm only a couple hours away getting these dailies done. For that video, what I will do is I don't know if I'm gonna put like a Reddit post with it to have comments kind of go in there to drive feedback, or try and get comments on a different video. But I think for that video, what I will end up doing is turning the comments off, just so we can have the video there. Because one of the things too, when you guys watch these videos and you hear me talk about something and you go immediately down to the comments to write something to me, one thing with critical feedback specifically is I want people to think about it. I don't just want people to answer me or answer something necessarily in the heat of the moment, because sometimes you don't really think about stuff. And I'm not saying that everybody does this, but I really do want people to actually think about the game for them and aspects that they see it as, and I want them to think about that before they necessarily comment on anything. So that's my thought process behind that. Is, I've taken 4 years of playing the game to think about the systems and think about and watch, obviously, too, a lot of the changes. A lot of the changes to the game has been good. Excuse me. Has been good. Some of it has been bad. Some of it is up and down. Again, some of it's indifferent, things like that. But overall, my plan is, like I said, wanting to have people actually listen to what I have to say, hopefully, and kind of mull it over for themselves before they kind of just jump right on the bandwagon, so to speak, and just be like, well, no, I disagree for this XYZ reason. And you don't, like you said, think about it, though, and actually think it out before you comment on it. So I don't know what's the format I will do with that in that aspect, but we'll see how the coming weeks are going to go with that. But again, that's what I think is important with critical feedback like that, is to make sure that it's well thought out is the best answer I can think of. Because again, it's not that I don't want to hear people's opinion. That is definitely not what I aim to do with that. It's more of, like I said, I want you to really think about it, because I do want to present that to them as critical feedback of their game after how long someone like me has played it as a casual player. I'm not a hardcore player, and things of that nature. So again, my opinion is going to be vastly different than everyone else's, and that's perfectly fine. But again, I want everyone's voice to be heard. So I still want people to actually have a comment to go back. That's why I said the Reddit thing, because then people could write a longer comment, and then we don't have YouTube's limits a little bit and things like that. So I don't know how I'm necessarily going to do it, but we will get there. But dailies are done. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if I want to go. We have 3 and 3, so we're good here. We still have a bunch there. I think I'm going to go start another wood. So let's go to the shop and grab another wood gleam. Thank you, Champions League, for getting that out there for me. And again, even with the dailies, as you guys see, if you really are trying to maximize your gleams, you really should be using all 10 of your tickets, no matter what, whether you win or lose, to try and get that gleam every week. So, and that's more aimed at my newer players trying to think, wanting to know how you get these gleams built up and things like that. And it's just as easy as what I'm showing you, is doing the dailies and then going into PvP each time. So I don't need you guys anymore, so we can just release those. We did get an egg back, so that's fine. And yeah, so dailies are done, guys. Again, I appreciate everyone who watches, especially all the way up to the end. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in tomorrow's dailies.